in my book and everything in my work. Event, there's an event in your life that happens. You then get a response to that event. You have a response to it, and that produces an outcome. So the pandemic was an event. People responded to it in different ways. Some people got wealthy. Some people lost their businesses, lost their jobs. So it wasn't the event. If it was the event, everyone would have had the same outcome. But it wouldn't happen that way. So it's your response. So if you don't like the outcome, you're all here because you want better outcomes. You want more money, more freedom, more happiness, more joy, more relational fulfillment, more spiritual peace, all that stuff. In order to get that, you're going to have to do something different. Think of the formula as 2 + 2 = 4. If you're happy with 4, don't change anything. But if you want 5, which means more of something, you're going to have to do something more than you've been doing up until now. 2 + 2 will always equal 4. So you're going to have to do 3 if the world's doing 2. And then every once in a while, the world does 0. The pandemic came along. All of a sudden, you got to do 5 + 0 to get 5. So that means you got to step out of your comfort zone, do something different. Most people, instead of changing their response, what do? They blame the event. They blame the event. You have to give up blaming. Let's look at that for a minute. Think of all the things we blame. We blame the economy, the banks, the prices, the pandemic, the government, the president, the prime minister, the traffic, the weather, other countries, your competitors, the board of directors, your staff, your employees. All of that is a result of blaming things that you have no control over. What you do have control over is how you respond to the events that are happening. And what I'm going to teach you in a few minutes is what are the responses of billionaires. You heard one billionaire speak today. What do they do different? How do they think different? Do they have habits, disciplines of success? One of the things in this book, The Billionaire Secret, every billionaire in that book, 21 billionaires from 21 different countries, 21 different businesses, all of them got up around 5 o'clock in the morning, some of them at 4:30. They meditated, they read, they exercised. No, didn't matter how old they were, where they were, China, Sweden, Russia. This was across the board, meditation, exercise. And the other thing was reading lots of books. Something I teach is called the hour of power. Write this down, the hour of power. What you're going to do is 20 minutes of reading, 20 minutes of exercise, 20 minutes of meditation every day, a discipline. It's the consistent actions over time that produce results. Now, you also have to give up complaining. Complaining means you have a reference point of something you prefer that you're not willing to risk creating. We don't complain about things we can't change. Have you ever seen an old person with a walker walking through the mall going, "Gravity? I hate gravity. If it wasn't for gravity, I wouldn't be all bent over like this. Gravity sucks." Have you ever seen anyone do that? Why not? Because you can't do anything about gravity. It just is. In fact, we play with gravity. All of our sports games have gravity involved. How far can you throw the football? How high can you jump, etc. So the reality is, if you're complaining about something, it means you have a preference, a better job, a better boss, a better place to live, a better person to hang out with. But it means also that you're afraid to do anything to change it. So what you do is you get together with people and you complain about it. And you think you've done something, but you haven't.